This video will show you how to pair your existing Apple Watch to an iPhone. It might be a different iPhone or a new iPhone when your Apple Watch is not getting into pairing mode like it is shown here. But if you do see this pairing mode screen on your watch, then please feel free to skip to the last chapter in this video, Fix 2 Part 2, Pair Apple Watch with New iPhone. But for the rest of us, I will show you in clear step-by-step stages how to get your Apple Watch into pairing mode and then how to pair it with your new iPhone. And before we start, I really appreciate if you could hit that subscribe button. It'll really help my channel, help me get more videos out to help more people, and it means you can refer to this video again in the future. Thanks. So, without further ado, let's get going. And here's the problem that I'm going to solve when you get your existing Apple Watch and you bring it close to your iPhone that you want to pair it with, but it doesn't get into pairing mode. There's no pairing screen on my Apple Watch and there's no pop-up message to start pairing on my iPhone either. And even if I go to the Apple app and try and trigger pairing that way by tapping on pairing and then set it for myself, it searches for my Apple Watch, but then it comes out with this error message, unable to connect to Apple Watch. And that's because your Apple Watch is most likely already paired to another iPhone. And if you've got that old iPhone to hand, which your watch is most likely paired to, please go and get that phone so I can show you now how to unpair it from that iPhone and then pair your watch to your new iPhone. But don't worry if you don't have access to that phone, and then in the section after this one, I will show you how to get your watch into pairing mode without your old iPhone and then pair it to your new iPhone. And here's my old iPhone that my Apple Watch was already paired to, and I'll show you now how to unpair it from this iPhone and then pair it with your new iPhone. And before we start, make sure you have your Apple account password to hand. For myself, this was the same as my iTunes password because this will be required later on in this help guide. So the first thing we do is tap on the Apple Watch app on our iPhone, and then when we're inside the app, go and tap on All Watches, which is at the very top left of your screen. And this screen shows all the Apple Watches that are paired to this iPhone. So we need to tap on I to get to the next screen. And then on this screen, scroll down to the bottom and tap on Unpair Apple Watch. And then tap Unpair again on this pop-up message. And now we need to enter our Apple account password, which for me is the same as my iTunes password. Then tap Unpair. It is actively unpairing it, so just wait until it unpairs it. Now you may get this additional pop-up message for Apple account verification, but you don't need to do anything. You could just tap Not Now. So I don't really know why you get this pop-up message, but I'm going to click on Not Now and continue. And after a few minutes, you should get this screen on your iPhone, which is a good indicator that your Apple Watch is nearly unpaired. Okay. Yes, and now something's happening on my watch, so that is unpairing it now. Has it done it? I think that's done it. Right, so when you get to this screen, you know that your watch has been unpaired. So now you're ready to pair it to your new iPhone. So let's do that. So now that we've unpaired our Apple Watch from our old iPhone, we can now pair it with our new iPhone. So let's bring it close to our new iPhone to activate pairing, and we should see a pop-up message. But if you don't see a pop-up message, which has happened to myself here, you can try unlocking your iPhone screen and it should then appear, and there is the pop-up message. But if you still don't see a pop-up message, then check that you've got Bluetooth on in settings, and then go to the Apple Watch app, and then we can start pairing from there instead. And those of us with the pop-up message, if we tap continue, we get to the same screen to enable us to set up our Apple Watch. And then you have a choice. You can set it up for myself or a family member. So I'm going to set it up for myself. Just tap on that. and then pair Apple Watch manually. So now what we do, we hold the camera over this animated image like this, over the screen. Your Apple Watch is paired. And now we have an option to restore from backup or set up as a new Apple Watch. Now, if this is an Apple Watch that we've used before on a previous iPhone, then you may want to restore it from a backup. So for myself, I'm going to tap on restore from backup. Or you could tap on set up as new Apple Watch and it will get you to the same screen here. And then that it is now connecting to my Apple Watch. So it'll take a short while. Okay, I'll just leave them next to each other. We've got terms and conditions. I'm happy with those. I'll tap agree on that. And then it's asking me watch analytics, how Apple improve its products and services. I'll probably do that later. Don't share. And now we've got a choice between creating a short passcode, which is 4 digits long, or a long passcode, which would be more than 4 digits. I would recommend the long passcode, but for myself for now, for speed, I'm just going to use my existing 4-digit passcode, but I may update it later. Create a passcode. Oh, and it's telling me, just vibrated there. So I'm going to enter a 4-digit passcode. So let me do that. Now it is actually saying this passcode can be easily guessed. Do you still want to use it? I will, because I've got nothing really confidential on my watch apart from running workout data at the moment. So I will use it. I may change it in the future, but I am going to use the 4 passcode. So I'm going to use it anyway. And then let's re-enter my passcode. Okay, now let's continue looking at the settings. So it's got bold and text size, so you can change the size of the text if you want. I'm happy with the default setting anyway, so I'm going to tap on continue. And this is a zoom feature on the Apple Watch where you can double tap with 2 fingers to zoom in on the screen. And now we have information about how our Apple Watch will share our settings. I'm happy with that, so I'm going to tap on OK. And this screen is just my personal fitness and health details, and I'm happy with that. So let's tap on continue. And then it's just telling me about the safety features. So I'm happy with those. So let's tap continue. And now it's telling me that my Vodafone account is not eligible for the mobile service on my Apple Watch because I have got a cellular phone, but that's okay. So I'll just tap on continue there. Tap continue. And then it's telling me about these other features that you can operate with your hand and your wrist. So let's tap continue. Signing into your account. You may notice that my Apple Watch is on its charger now, and that's because during this pairing process, it did give me a message that it needs to be put on the charger to continue because it was just below 50% charge, which was a little bit surprising. I thought that would be enough charge for it, but there you go. Okay, and now we're on to Apple Pay. Now this is good as well, which means that you can attach a payment card to your watch. So if you don't have your payment card with you and you want to buy something, it's very useful. I will set that up later anyway. And now Apple Watch is syncing. So you can actually get to know your watch as well while it's doing that. But I might do some videos on that for you all later. So let me just go back to the previous screen and just wait for the Apple Watch to sync. So you need to wait on this one because it's going through the final steps now, and you don't want it to fall at the last stage. So just leave your iPhone on that screen and just wait for your Apple Watch to finish syncing. Okay, device added to your account. So let's tap OK on that. Okay, welcome to Apple Watch. So it says it's done. There you go. That says it's done. So if I tap on start now. And after logging into your watch, it will give you the option of a tour to get to know some of the new features of the latest version of iOS on your watch, which is iOS 26 here. But in the meantime, if you like this video, please thumbs it up, share and subscribe for a lot more videos to come. And thanks for watching. In this section, I'll show you how to pair your Apple Watch with your new iPhone if your Apple Watch is already paired to an old iPhone that you don't have to hand. And before we start, make sure that you have your Apple account password associated with your watch, which for me is the same as my iTunes password, because this will be required after we've completed this stage and we are pairing our watch to our new iPhone. And this is a security feature by Apple to make sure that if your watch was lost or stolen, it couldn't be used by someone else's iPhone. So the first thing you need to do is reset your Apple Watch to get it into pairing mode. And there are two ways to do this. And the first method that I'll show you will require your Apple Watch passcode. But if you don't have your Apple passcode to hand, please skip to method 2, which will follow after method 1. I'll first of all log into your watch. So you need to log into your watch first using your passcode. And then we need to go to settings. So we tap on the crown button here. And then we tap on the settings icon here on the right, the grey icon, like that. And then we go to general, so tap on general. And then we scroll down to reset. And there's reset, so let's tap on reset. And then here we've got erase all content and settings. So now we need to tap on that. And now we have to enter our passcode again. And then we get another button. We need to now tap on erase all. And if you've got to this stage where your Apple Watch is now resetting itself, then feel free to skip to the last chapter in this video, which is Fix 2 Part 2, Pair Apple Watch with New iPhone. If you don't remember your passcode, you can still reset your Apple Watch to get it to the pairing mode. And to do that, you need to put it onto its charger. So you need to put it onto its charger, like that. And now what we need to do is press the side button here and hold it down until we get to the power off screen. And then we tap and hold the digital crown down and hold it down, this button here on the right, until we get to this reset screen. So, and now this will erase all content and settings and set it to factory defaults. So we tap on reset, and then it says, are you sure you want to continue? So yes, tap on reset again. Now your watch is successfully resetting itself. And after resetting our Apple Watch using either method 1 or method 2, we just have to wait until our Apple Watch gets into pairing mode. And it may take a few minutes, but not too long. Low battery. And if you do get a low battery message on your Apple Watch, you'll need to connect it to its charger to continue, as I have here. And actually there was nearly half the amount of charge left on the watch, but obviously not enough. And now we have got our watch into pairing mode, which means that we can now pair it with our new iPhone. So now bring your new iPhone close to your Apple Watch. So make sure Bluetooth is on if you don't get that pop-up message. So let's tap on continue. And we get to this screen. If you don't get the pop-up message, you can always tap on the Apple Watch app instead. And you get the same screen. So now we can start pairing. So let's tap on start pairing. And I'm going to set it up for myself. If there's a choice, you can set it up for a family member or yourself. So this is for myself. So let's tap on set up for myself. And now we need to hold the Apple Watch over this animated image, over the camera like that. And now my Apple Watch is paired. Okay, now here you may get an option to restore from backup or set up as a new watch. You can choose either one. I'm going to restore from backup because I've got a lot of workout data, exercise workout data, and I'm going to select the latest backup, which is at the top of this screen. And now it's connecting to my Apple Watch. May take a moment. And now you get terms and conditions. I'm happy with those, so I'll tap agree. And now we have the Apple activation lock screen, which is to prevent anyone who is not the owner of your watch from using it. So you need to enter your Apple account, email and password. And the password that I use here is my iTunes password. And then we Tap on next at the top right. And that's done that. So now it just goes through some of the features on the watch analytics. You can share with Apple or don't share. I won't share for now. I'll do that later. And now we can create a passcode for our watch. You've got a choice of the standard password, which is 4 digits long, or you can add a long password, which must be more than 4 digits. Well, I'm going to stick with my password that I'm using already. So I'm going to go with create passcode at the top. And there's my watch signaling that it's ready. And so now we need to enter a passcode onto our watch. Now it does say this passcode can easily be guessed. Do you still want to use it? Yes, I do. I can change it later anyway, because it's a password that I remember quite easily. So I'm going to use it. So I think I may change it later. So I use it anyway. And now I need to enter my passcode again. Okay. And then we go back to our new iPhone. And now it's telling me about bold text and sizes. You can change the text size if you want, but I'm going to keep it as this one, as the default setting for me. Continue. And then they've got a zoom feature. You have a zoom feature, which is the same as your iPhone, where you can tap 2 fingers to zoom. You can tap 2 fingers on your watch face to zoom in or out. So I'll continue with that. Now it's telling me about shared settings, and I'm okay with that. So let's tap OK there. And now here we've got personal fitness and health details, and I'm okay with that. That's all okay. So I'll tap continue here. Now we have the safety features, which are all very good as well. So again, I'll tap continue. And now it's telling me that my Vodafone account is not eligible for the mobile service on my Apple Watch because I have got a cellular phone, but that's okay. So I'll just tap on continue there. And now it's telling me about the different features, how you can operate your watch with wrist movements and finger movements. So it's all very good. So now let's tap continue. And now it's signing into my account. Okay, and now we're on to Apple Pay. Now this is good as well, which means that you can attach a payment card to your watch. It's very useful. I will set that up later anyway. And now Apple Watch is syncing. So you can actually get to know your watch as well while it's doing that. But I might do some videos on that for you all later. So let me just go back to the previous screen and just wait for the Apple Watch to sync. So you need to wait on this one because it's going through the final steps now, and you don't want it to fall at the last hurdle. Leave your iPhone on that screen and just wait for your Apple Watch to finish syncing. Okay, device added to your account. So let's tap OK on that. Welcome to Apple Watch. So it says it's done. There you go. That says it's done. So if I tap on start now. And after logging into your watch, it will give you the option of a tour to get to know some of the new features of the latest version of iOS on your watch, which is iOS 26 here. But in the meantime, if you like this video, please thumbs it up, share and subscribe for a lot more videos to come. And thanks for watching.